Hey, boss, you get a haircut?
You're fired.
Oh.
What is wrong with you, boss man? You just fired an employee for asking you if you got a haircut, and you act so nonchalant. What if someone fired you for having bad hair? Would you like it? You disgusting little freak. Rehire this guy or get fired.
Listen Hee-chan, what you are doing is not singing. You are making noise. This is an act of talent. It is an act of embarrassment. What you are doing he on hold you until you the integrate. Ibin generation of generation on the member this moment Fim an on maxi to this about you. Whatever you the on never will is a city moment from his seat of joy. Internet and anything.
You don't!
Sorry, Marge. I never want to see you again!
Homer J. Simpson, you absolute moron. Get this text out of here. Your actions are truly despicable and disgusting. First of all, you completely crash out in front of your own wife and children. Next, you throw your wife's ugly-aw sisters out in a selfish way, whilst also throwing your own loving wife, Marge Simpson. You truly disgust me. You could have hurt 3 people due to your own selfishness and anger, therefore bringing you here. Apologize to these 3 women, or you will be severely punished. Do you have any idea what you just erased? That wasn't a pile of plastic. That was patience made visible. Hours of focus, planning, precision. Every single brick had a reason to exist, and you decided, without thought, without permission, to reduce it to rubble. Look at me. You didn't break a toy. You disrespected effort. You ignored boundaries. You proved that impulse ruled over responsibility in that moment, and that should concern you more than it seems to concern you right now. Creation takes discipline. Destruction takes nothing but carelessness. And today you chose the easier path. That choice tells me more than any excuse you're about to form in your head. What kind of fruit is this?
Nightmare, what are you doing here?
I needed to calm down from all these people I'm judging, so I got sent here.
Wait, what? Where's my friend?
Don't worry about him. First, tell me what kind of fruit is this?
I don't know.
Listen here, Wukong. What kind of person are you? Just because you don't have your friend for 2 seconds, you are pretending to not know. Shame on you.
What an asshole.
On a pristine plate and a squeaky clean Krusty Krab. Man, oh man, do I love my job. Hey, Mr. Krabs, what's the good word?
Well, actually, SpongeBob, there's 2 words. And they're not very good. You're fired.
What?
Fired? Well, you see, I've been doing some calculating and, crunching the old numbers. And it turns out that I'll save a whole nickel if I cut your salary. Completely.
Eugene Harold Krabs, take a seat. Now tell me, why do you think it's okay to fire your employees over a nickel? That's right. A nickel. Do you even hear yourself, you greedy crustacean? And you just fired your only fry cook, and not just any fry cook. You fired the one and only SpongeBob SquarePants. Do you not realize how screwed you are? If you don't fix this, I'm gonna send you to my lyre and torture you for 1,000,000 years. Fix your act, now.
Craig Hoffman said that? Well, he's a sharp kid. You might be ugly.
Peter Griffin, you're not only the worst father I've ever seen, but you're also someone who can truly be called a monster. How can you possibly equate your daughter's looks to a half-witted boy's words? It's not only rude and utterly disrespectful, but it also goes against basic human decency and morals. It's also nothing short of utterly appalling and completely out of character. Given your standing in society as the esteemed adult, instead of spewing out such utterly offensive and baseless comments about your daughter, I suggest you try speaking of her with love and respect. As every child deserves to be treated with kindness and dignity, regardless of their appearance or the opinions of others. Unfortunately, using your influential status to make people uncomfortable with their opinions doesn't contribute anything towards fostering a sense of equality and respect these days. Let it go. Let's move past these offensive stereotypes and focus on supporting one another in a world where we can all coexist peacefully and respectfully. All the best, Peter Griffin, especially with your children, but also with anyone who may be offended by your comments.
Badass, give me your wallet!
I could give you my wallet, but what I think you really want is love.
It's true!
Hello, Peter Griffin. I just wanted to say, well done. It's easy to be cruel when someone's rude, but you chose not to be. You kept your manners and showed real character. That says a great deal about the kind of person you are. Anyway, I'll get off your hands now and let you continue the video. Take care, Peter.
You fucking made me do this. I fucking warned you. Peter, are you fucking stupid? Now look what happened, you're fucking dead.
Will you hold this for Daddy?
Okay. Why?
It's a present. It's a thanks for being such a sweetie watermelon. So you'll hang on to that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
This is weird. Am I supposed to eat this? I hate you! I hate you!
Peter Lowenbroy Griffin, listen carefully. You thought handing Meg an exploding watermelon was a joke, but it was reckless and cruel. I'm talking directly to you because that stunt crossed a line no father should ever approach, let alone laugh about afterward in this house. You humiliated your daughter for a cheap laugh, calling it comedy when it was cruelty. If you keep treating Meg like a target, there will be consequences. Step up, act like a responsible parent, and prove you care. Because if she's hurt again, you will answer. Mr. Sonic, Ogilvy Morris Hedgehog. Look into my eyes. What you did just now was completely inexcusable and inappropriate. You just slapped that poor baby two-tailed fox's ass. It screamed and cried, yet you did not apologize. You completely ditched it and ran away. How would you like it if someone slapped your ass? Wait, no, never mind, don't answer that. I know that you would like it. Anyways, how would you like if it's someone took physical violence upon you for no reason? Would you like it if someone sexually assaulted you? No. And I am going to show you how it feels to be sexually assaulted. That was way not past cool, Mr. Ogilvy.
Bubby.
What is it?
He's staring at me.
Look at this. Really, look at this. Two couples, public space, and somehow you both decided this was the appropriate venue for whatever this is. The whispering, the leaning in, the performative giggling like you're buffering affection for an invisible audience. You're flirting like you're in a Discord VC, like someone's about to clip this and post it with a heart emoji. Newsflash. This is not Discord. There is no mute button. There is no private channel. And we are absolutely not in VR chat. If you need to roleplay intimacy, get a room. If you need to simulate touch, Go outside. And I mean away from people. And you, yeah, you, the boyfriend. Take the marker off. Seriously. Remove it. You've had it on so long, it's become a personality trait. Go take a shower. Reset. Reboot your sense of reality. Because real life does not have status indicators. It does not say taken above your head. And nobody here signed up to watch you beta test affection in public. This isn't Discord. This isn't VR chat. This is reality. Act like it.
I'll sit next to you, Chrissy. Hey, Daniel. I want to sit next to Chrissy. But I was here first. Miss Elena, move. Stop pushing me. Stop, Daniel. I'm sitting here. I'm so mad. If you don't move, I'm gonna...
Oh my fucking god, Daniel Tiger. Are you serious right now? Why did you do that? Why did you try to push Prince Wednesday? That is so rude and unnecessary. The principal can't take you to the office. She's dead. You're just causing some trouble. I'm sick of this bullshit. All that you do is feeling jealous, being mean to your sister, and being bad at school. That's what we're talking about. If this shit happens again, I'm going to destroy your best train ever. Trollery, now don't start this at school today.
Hey, everybody! Finally Friday. Am I right? Or should I say Friday?
Listen up, Lincoln Albert Loud. That joke was not funny at all. You had the audacity to go on the school bus just to interrupt the peace and quiet for your stupid Friday joke and for your own fucking entertainment. People are trying to get through the day, the last day before the weekend, where people can relax, sit at home, watch television, hang out with friends or family. But you had to make a stupid Friday joke. You ruined everybody's day. People were not trying to listen to you and try to grab everyone's attention for yourself. The bus driver almost stood up, uppercutted you in the jaw, punched you in the chest, pinned you on the floor, locked you in a joint submission, and kicked you off the bus. You should have been better than this, Lincoln Albert Loud.
What the freaking kind of Roblox player is this?
Peter, you want to cheat on her with
This is an e-dater. I don't know if... Wait a minute, who is that?
What?
Listen up, Elmo. Though I doubt you are the real one. People are just trying to go about their day on their favorite Roblox game, when suddenly you decide it is the right course of action to make fun of them in your subpar Elmo voice. What the actual flip is wrong with you? Not only are you ruining their day by saying these horrible things, most of which are incredibly unfunny, you are also ruining my For You page with your dumb videos. I ought to tear you a new one for even being close to me. Is this what it is like to have a hand shoved up your backside, 24/7? It must be painful. I should give it a try and rip out your guts while I'm at it. I suggest you pack your bags and never get on Roblox again, or there will be consequences. I will make you feel pain worse than anything you've ever felt in hell. Do I make myself clear?
You like that? Huh? You like that? Wah! You just tune this out, don't you? Wah! Well, tune this out! Wah!
Brian Maxwell, remain stationary and bear witness to the architect of your impending reckoning. What I have just observed is not merely a lapse in canine restraint, but a profound and sickening manifestation of your own moral bankruptcy. You, who masquerade as a bastion of enlightenment, a sophisticated wordsmith, and a refined intellectual, have allowed your mask to slip, revealing the hollow, echoing void where a soul should reside. To subject an infant, a being of nascent innocence whose cognitive faculties have yet to grasp the concept of malice, to such a vitriolic and cacophonous outburst is a transgression of the highest order. You mock the reflexive cries of a child with the frantic desperation of a creature drowning in its own insignificance. Your behavior is not satirical, Brian. It is a pathetic display of your own deep-seated inadequacy. You fancy yourself superior to the common man, yet you have descended into a primal, gutter-level cruelty that would make even the most depraved denizens of the darkness recoil in disgust. You are a charlatan of the spirit, a pedant of the pathetic. I demand an immediate and absolute cessation of this grotesque arrogance at once. Bow your head and dwell within the silence of your own shame. Should you ever again weaponize your voice against the defenseless, I shall personally see to it that your pseudo-intellectual legacy is silenced forever, and your final chapter is written in the cold, unforgiving ink of an eternal nightmare.
Tell that this here's a good little pooch, aren't ya, boy?
No, Dormouse. That's our friend Ellie, the elephant.
An elephant? Ha! Everybody knows there aren't elephants in Umi City.
Dormouse, look me in the eyes. This has to be the most idiotic, incomprehensible action you have ever made. Not only did you mistake a pachyderm for a canine specimen, but you are also slowing down the mission and imprisoning an innocent animal, as if your job isn't to guard doors. And the worst part is you only believe that it is a pachyderm when I specifically tell you. How slow do you have to be to rely on a human being behind the screen to get something through your tiny mouse brain? You know what? I'm finished. Come with me, Dormouse. Goodbye, you pathetic rodent.
3, 2.
Hey, Meg.
Hi, Connie.
I can't fit all my books in my locker. Can I put the rest of them on your ginormous ass?
Hey, Connie. Hi, Peter Griffin, Meg's father. Say, can you do me a favor? You see that fire extinguisher there?
Dad, that's enough! Dad, that's enough! That's enough, Dad!
Listen here, Peter Lowenbrow Griffin. Sit still. Don't fidget. Men who fidget are men who know they've miscalculated. You struck a child today, not because you were cornered, not because you were in danger, but because your impulse outweighed your judgment. You wrapped your knuckles in righteousness and called it protection, when in truth, it was indulgence. You didn't stop cruelty. You performed violence and mistook the applause in your head for morality. Understand this. Power does not announce itself with fists. Power exercises restraint. What you demonstrated was not strength, but a spectacular lack of discipline. You are a grown man with the emotional foresight of a dropped anvil, landed on someone smaller because it was easier than thinking. You believe defending your daughter absolves you. It does not. You taught her something far worse than submission. You taught her that chaos, when justified loudly enough, becomes acceptable. That lesson echoes. It metastasizes. And it will return wearing consequences you cannot punch away. Do not confuse my calm for leniency. I am calm because I have already measured you, and men like you only understand the aftermath. You will reflect. You will restrain yourself. And the next time you feel that familiar itch to swing first and reason later, you will remember this moment. Because I will not repeat myself. And the world will not either. This is your warning, Peter Griffin. Warnings are gifts. Waste it, and you become the lesson.
You're Prime if you scroll. You're Prime if you like. You're Prime if you comment. You're Prime if you share. You're Prime if you subscribe. You're Prime.
You know, you just need to relax and stop overreacting.
Murdered this man.
Yes,
You tortured him.
of course.
Yup, right there. Clear signs of tooth decay.
Here's your baby. She's beautiful. Isn't she, sweetheart?
She sure is, Joe. It's hard to believe she's already 18.
Glenn, fucking Quagmire, direct your attention towards me for a moment. What you said was not a slip of the tongue or a poorly timed attempt at humor. It was a moral failure dressed up as a joke. To look at a moment defined by vulnerability, tenderness, and the raw gravity of new life. Then to inject it with a comment, so grotesquely inappropriate and dehumanizing, reveals a startling deficit of judgment. Your words dragged a sacred threshold into the gutter, collapsing innocence and exploitation into the same breath. That kind of remark does not merely offend, it corrodes. It normalizes a way of thinking that treats human beings as future objects rather than present lives, and it does so with a flippancy that should alarm you far more than it amuses anyone else. You owe it to yourself and every other person who had to hear that comment from you to confront the implications of what you said. This was not edgy wit, nor was it harmless provocation. It was an expression of callousness, an ethical void where sympathy and restraint should reside. Moments like these demand reverence, humility, and silence from those who cannot rise to the occasion. Instead, you chose to center your own crude impulse, cheapening the room and exposing a disturbing indifference to boundaries. And now you will sit with that discomfort. If I ever catch you saying anything like this again, I will, and you best believe me when I say this, I will de-atomize you. Do better. I'm going
Oh my gosh, I was on that forever.
I mean, there's not much to do. Might as well just go on the phone. Oh, hello, Doc.
What do you guys say we all go celebrate at the Clam?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think we could all use a drink.
Tell you what, let me call Horace and tell him to get our table ready.
Peter, did you just...
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You know what? I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm getting my boss to handle this evil piece of shit.
Peter Griffin, I have finally found you. I see you have blown up a bridge and showed zero remorse for it. You're a sick human being. So sick, in fact, that my best employee, Nightmare, had to go on a vacation from burnout. Do you know how evil one has to be for that to happen? What happened to you for you to be such a horrific, horrible, horrendous human? It doesn't matter, Peter. It doesn't matter anymore, because you have already wasted your second chance. What would be the point of giving you a third one? If we both know that you'll just waste it by doing more awful things? That's a trick question, Peter. There would be no point. It would be pointless, and an utter waste of time. It would do more harm than good. So I have decided this will be your last day on Earth. You will not have time to say goodbye to your loved ones. You will not have time to process things. Now, don't you cry. You did this to yourself after all. You knew the consequences. You knew what would happen. This is the day you die, Peter. Goodbye.
Wake up! Wake up! Respawn! Why are my friends not respawning? Wake up! Respawn!
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be jumping over a speeding Lambo, and if I survive, you have to like and subscribe. Alright, let's go!
Dear Diary, Kevin is so hot. Today, he was out in the yard raking leaves. God, I wish he'd throw me into that pile of leaves. Hey,
what's everybody? Oh my god, my diary! I hate you all!
Peter, Lois, Brian, Stewie, Chris, what you all did to Meg was not harmless amusement. It was a deliberate invasion of privacy, followed by calculated humiliation. A diary is meant to contain thoughts never intended for public ridicule, yet the five of you treated it like material for entertainment. That kind of betrayal corrodes trust faster than almost anything else, and every laugh you shared only deepened the damage. Peter, your reckless immaturity infected the entire situation. Lois, you should have been the voice of reason, yet you allowed cruelty to flourish in your own home. Brian, you parade yourself as intellectual and morally superior, but your participation exposed staggering hypocrisy. Stewie, your sharp mind only made your mockery more vicious. And Chris, following along does not absolve you. Silence and compliance are still forms of guilt. Do any of you comprehend how devastating it is to have private emotions dragged into the open and ridiculed by the very people meant to provide support? Meg trusted that her thoughts would remain hers alone. Instead, you shattered that trust for the sake of fleeting laughter. That was not family behavior. It was emotional cruelty disguised as humor, and it revealed something deeply unsettling about all of you. Mark my words carefully. Humiliation leaves scars that linger far beyond the moment itself. Every insult, every laugh, every careless remark will remain etched into Meg's memory, long after you pretend to move on. If any of you possess even a fragment of decency, you will confront the harm you caused and seek to repair it. Otherwise, you will continue proving that cruelty has become the foundation of your household.
You stop accusing Speed. He isn't laughing at you. Look at him, he's laughing, bro. Oh my God.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause, Michael.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
Boring and annoying.
Listen here, Sin. Before you lazily discharge that intellectually malnourished utterance. Boring. Allow me to dissect the staggering irony of your existence. You dare utter that word, that pitiful pedestrian adjective, during a moment forged from grief, loyalty, and fragile reconciliation. You stood before something fragile, something painfully earned, and dismissed it without hesitation. Not because it lacked meaning, but because you do not recognize meaning unless it is wrapped in destruction. You parade around in rotting flesh like it's haute couture, a parasite masquerading as profundity, speaking on intimacy while wearing the evidence of your own moral bankruptcy. Poor Uzi. Do you even grasp the magnitude of what you've done to her? You dismantled Uzi's world molecule by molecule. You corrupted her sense of safety, twisted her autonomy, turned her own body into a battlefield. And yet you have the audacity to spectate her attempts at closeness as if you're above it. You inhabit a body that is not yours, draped in decaying humanity like armor. Yet you recoil at authentic human connection, as though it offends you. You fractured Uzi's stability. You invaded her autonomy. You left her to navigate the aftermath of your interference alone. And when she dares to reach for something real, something stabilizing, you belittle it. That was your mistake. You presume detachment is power. It is not. You masquerade in humanity's skin, yet recoil from humanity's essence. You are not above emotion. You are structurally incompatible with it. And so you sneer, not from superiority, but from inadequacy. Understand this with crystalline clarity. The moment was not mundane. It was monumental, and it unsettles you because it exposes what you will eternally lack. The capacity to connect without annihilating. Now kindly retreat back into whatever abyss you crawled from and spare us your commentary.